I just can't imagine trying to have a pillow fight with my girl with knee surgery and I'm walking like this. All right, stop playing. Stop playing. Yo, you play too much. Yo, come here. Like, you just don't want to live life like that. Like, that's just no way to live. August the Duck, please don't be like this guy. I wonder who he's talking about. I actually have no clue.
Have you ever struck out with a girl and immediately thought, you know what I should do to make this better? I should go to a doctor in Germany and break my legs until I'm 7 feet tall. If you answered yes to that question, maybe sit this one out because I might end up hurting your feelings. Otherwise,
I mean, you know, not for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not for nothing, but... you don't gotta break your legs to be tall when you didn't say you already did. Say it like good. God, you knew what you was doing, boy. God, you know what you was doing, boy. Shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? The only time I break a leg out here is when it's a talent show. No cap. Only time I need to break a leg is when it's a talent show, bro. God got me, bro. He gave me the... Sorry, okay, I'll stop popping it. No, I've never done that before. August the Duck, thank you.
We're looking at something kind of goofy today, people. Limb lengthening surgery is something we've talked about on this channel before, and it's honestly one of the saddest things I've ever heard of. If you've never heard of limb lengthening surgery, it's exactly what
it just gives me chills.
It sounds like. It's something that I'm pretty sure only men get done. Doubt you could find a single recorded woman on planet Earth who's ever gone through limb lengthening surgery, but basically what they do is they break your fucking legs and put like these metal extendable rods inside of them and slowly lengthen your bones over like a year or so, I think, making your legs a few inches longer. And the trade-off is just that you basically handicap yourself for life. It costs like...
yeah, that's the thing. I've never seen anyone do this and then actually just walk normal again. Like, I don't think I've seen a single person ever take their leg off, put it back, and has been like, okay, here I am, now I could hoop again. I haven't seen that yet.
$200,000. You can't walk at all for like a year. You have to use crutches. Your proportions are all fucked up. And anybody who asks you about it is going to think you're a giant loser. So, I mean, when you think about it that way, it's a pretty good deal. Or at least that must be the way that this guy Latremba sees it, because his entire TikTok account and his entire YouTube channel is dedicated to nothing other than his limb lengthening journey and trying to convince people that if they're anywhere under 6 foot, that they should be doing the same thing. And a few years ago, if I would have seen a TikTok...
let me tell you something. If you're under 6 foot and you struggle to get a woman, it's not because you're 6 foot. Gang, I'm telling you, like, even all the way down to when I was in high school, middle school, and then even now, gang, some of the most getting woman people I know aren't even scratching a 5'10", 5'8". I'm not even capping to you. It has almost nothing to do with the height, gang. Like, and you could play it off. If you really want, you could go height boosters before you break your leg. But I'm not even saying you have to. I'm saying, like, it has almost. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. There comes vain times in your life where your height won't matter. Yes. Like, if you're out at a club or something, you know what I'm saying? And like, there's just a taller individual next to you. She might choose him over you, gang. And that's just, you gotta play up to the stats. But like, in a regular setting, you just out trying to get to know a girl. Yeah, she might have her preferences, but if you actually just cool, it don't really matter that much.
Account like this, where a guy is promoting
you can
getting
call me
fucking
Lala.
limb
I
lengthening
like
surgery.
that.
I don't
Appreciate
think
you,
I would have
Lala.
thought twice about it, but these days, the vastness of social media has warped the minds of so many young people that while I'm pretty sure that most people are never even going to consider getting something like this done, you never know. Like, it's been this way for decades for young women, but over these last few years, social media for young men has gotten incredibly toxic, to the point where like the consensus on social media seems to be that once you turn 18, if you're not 6'4", 275, 6% body fat driving a Lamborghini,
275? Who are you dating? Thanos? 275? Lean? Are you out of your mind?
you're worthless. And I really do think that stuff like this, you know, people breaking their legs and handicapping themselves for life to get 4 inches taller, is a direct result of that.
I genuinely have to see what 6'4", 275 looks like. I gotta go on TikTok. I don't even think, number one, I would want to look like that. And I don't even think, you know, majority of women would want a guy who looks like that. I need like 275, 250. See, I need 275 though.
These dreams, I'm so trying to one time, do my. Hit it one time, do ya.
I can't find the 275, but this is pretty close. I'm not gonna lie. Let me shut up, because he's gonna like flex on me one day, and I'm not gonna stand for it. But he don't look that crazy, like big to me. I don't know, but maybe that's because it's on a thing and not in person. Let me stop talking. Let me save my career.
So we're gonna talk about it. We're not really gonna watch any of his TikToks because they're all just footage with copyrighted music over them. But he has a few vlogs on YouTube we can look at, and I think there's some stuff we can learn here. You know, valuable information.
Yeah, with this nail, I'll can lengthen my legs. If I do this
so painful,
10 times a day, I'll be 0.5 millimeter a day taller. Today we will make some before and after pictures, how it will look after the second height surgery on my lower legs.
What's good, Shy
Right now,
Red?
I don't know if I can reach 10 centimeter or if I just reach, for example, 5 centimeter, but we will see.
Okay, so since this guy is speaking gibberish, I don't know what the fuck a centimeter is. I looked at his TikTok account, and he started all this right at around 5'7". Present day, he's sitting like right under 6 foot, and he's trying to get to 6'3" or 6'4". Even if we completely ignore the fact that this guy is doing this because he thinks he's going to unlock some sort of happiness once he's above 6 foot, which is kind of sad if you think about it, but I mean, kind of too late now. Even if we ignore...
But just imagine when you have a kid, right? And your kid's like, Dad, I just hope that one day I get as tall as you. You got to look at him like, yeah, you know. Let's wish for something different. You gotta start wishing for different stuff. That's crazy, bro. I promise. Maybe it's because I'm tall, but I don't think it's that deep, bro.
That this whole journey is probably gonna have a worse effect on his mental health, really, which is saying a lot. I don't think the human body is gonna respond very well to suddenly getting like 8 inches taller when it's not meant to. Obviously, there's the whole issue of this guy is breaking his fucking bones, the biggest ones in your body, and making them grow back together to get taller. Can't imagine that's super strong, especially considering once you break a bone at all, there's a very real chance that it won't ever be as strong as it was before. But like, surely the tendons and the muscles being stretched around that get significantly weaker as well. Like, I'll admit I'm kind of talking out of my ass here, but like, muscles are not going to grow in the same way that the bones will. They're just going to stretch, right? So you're going to lose flexibility, mobility. You're not going to be as strong as you were before ever. Like, this is not worth it. Like, seriously, if this is something that you're ever considering and you have the money to do it, do yourself a favor and spend like 3% of that money on some therapy, and you'll probably end up saving yourself not only $200,000, but also a lifetime of pain and disappointment.
Leon, so in preparation for tomorrow, I wanted to...
No, we're not even lucky at our height. It's just height not really like gonna stop you from getting any... If height's stopping you from getting next to a woman, then that wasn't the woman that was right for you. No cap, bro. The woman that'll be by your side infinitely forever until time does you part is not somebody who's gonna be that concerned with your height. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they should really just like you because you're you outside of your height.
Share with you some thoughts and slides.
Okay.
Always remember the best and most important project you'll ever work on is you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a process. You go through some pain.
What's good, XB on?
No pain.
That's the way to gain. No pain.
No gain. Yeah.
So don't stop until you're done and proud of yourself. You can reach 190, you want to reach 190, and you will reach 190.
Hopefully.
Live your dream through height surgery.
Yes, very cool.
Okay, so this is honestly kind of interesting to me. This is this guy's dad, and like, you could read this as them having a great relationship. I mean, he's making his son like fucking glittery motivational cards before his surgery.
Chat, what's
That's
your
pretty
heights? What's
fucking
your
sweet.
heights?
But also, like, should a parent really be encouraging this? It might be a case where like the dad knows the guy's gonna do it anyway, so he's just choosing to be supportive and there for him. But I feel like there should sort of be limits to that, you know what I mean? Like, if I were to ask my dad via like fucking Ouija board or something, hey, should I spend 200 grand on limb lengthening surgery? Honestly, I think he would think that was so fucking stupid he wouldn't even respond to me, but if he did, he'd definitely call me a dumbass. So, I don't know, I feel like this is not something you should encourage your child to do.
My parents would not let this happen.
1 hour after my height surgery. The only pain I feel is in my knees and also my ankles.
Always
but
one
from
homeboy.
1 to 10, it's a 3. It's really manageable. And now I enjoy some vitamins.
Day
You're
one
all good,
after height
fam.
surgery,
now I have to do some exercises.
So him talking about the exercises got me curious, so I looked up like the general recovery process of these surgeries and also just what they typically achieve. And based off everything I've read, this guy has made a huge fucking mistake. Most clinics recommend that you do 5 to 8 centimeters max, because anything past that, while your bones might be able to heal and you might actually gain that height, everything else is completely fucked. Your muscles and tendons just cannot catch up, and no matter what you do, you could do physical therapy for 10 years. You cannot accommodate for an extra 20 centimeters when your body was not designed to have those 20 extra centimeters. So not only is this guy pushing the recommended range by like 3 times its limit, this is also his second surgery, which doubles his risk for complications. This guy will genuinely, no matter what he does, no matter how on top of his recovery he is, ever be able to walk normally again. He'll definitely never be able to do anything athletic again.
I just can't imagine. Like, imagine you do bag fine shit, right? One staple with a girl, you know what I'm saying? You guys are in the crib, you know what I'm saying? You guys are enjoying your life together. You already made it past the talking stage. You guys finally have that, you know, that one night, you know, it feels great. And every person runs into this night. It's the pillow fight night. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gets active, like she wants to have a pillow fight. I just can't imagine trying to have a pillow fight with my girl with knee surgery and I'm walking like this. All right, stop playing. Stop playing, yo, you play too much, yo, come here. Like, you just don't want to live life like that. Like, that's just no way to live. Like, even if you do get the shorty, bro, it's just not a way to live, bro. Nobody wants to be that straight-legged. You're walking like NBA YoungBoy. It's just, you have other things in life that you can be, you know what I'm saying, grateful for, bro. You do not need height surgery, bro. Nobody wants to live that life, trust.
Bike, go for a jog, go rock climbing. I mean, literally anything. This guy has permanently handicapped himself and ruined his quality of life because he thinks it's going to make him more attractive to women. That's genuinely his reasoning. If you go through his TikToks, he basically admits it in every other one. Like, look, yeah, we can cut out the bullshit here. There are some women out there who would not date a guy just because he's 5'7". People have their preferences. But I guarantee you, the amount of women,
but not the woman you want to end up with,
who would rather be with a guy who's 5'7" than a guy who permanently handicaps himself out of insecurity is all of them. Like, seriously, I don't know what this guy thinks he's gonna find when his height starts with a 6, but it's not there. Like, this might be kind of harsh, but it's just reality. If you're having such bad luck with women that you resort to spending $200,000 and handicapping yourself for life just to be taller because you think that's what's gonna work,
oh my gosh, that's the other thing, bro. You talking about women won't like you for your height. If we're gonna go shallow for shallow, the same women who don't like you for your height specifically are the same women who will be head over heels going for you if you throw them 200K. You gonna spend 200, let me stop. You gonna spend 50 bands on whoever. The same type of shallow woman that you're trying to appease who only is denying you specifically for height, you throw a fourth of that price tag at that same shallow woman, gang, you gon', bro. You're going to achieve if anything, gang, you're taking the hard route. You're taking the hard way. You know what I'm saying?
Now that it's not your height that's limiting you. It's you. And I think this all sort of loops back to what I was talking about earlier with how social media is just warping people's perception of reality. Like, after his first surgery, this guy was basically 6 foot tall and still didn't think that was tall enough for a woman to find him attractive. Right now, as I speak, he's in Turkey getting a hair transplant when he has the most normal, average, fine-looking hairline of all time. Like, I honestly just think that males aged like 16 through 30 right now are completely lost. Like, dudes are starting to have to kind of deal with what women have been dealing with for a while.
2x4, I have that same problem, but with height. Usually my height is associated with like a bigger size, like a bigger man waist. So usually my pants around the waist area are gigantic. And if it's not, then the short is probably short lengthwise. I hate shopping for clothes online. I literally can't shop for clothes online. And then, not literally can't, but it's hard. It's difficult. And then when it comes to shopping in person, I have very limited options. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's just crazy standards from social media. And it makes them do insane shit like this. Like, in 10 years, we're all gonna be fucked. Nobody's gonna know what reality looks like anymore. I mean, you can see this in so many different facets. You've got 16-year-olds hopping on gear because every social media influencer is a fake natty. They started juicing their freshman year, and everybody thinks that's just what you're supposed to look like now. You've got people selling courses and coming from rich families driving Lamborghinis and GT GT3 RSs at 18, and people think that if they're 17 years old and they don't have a net worth of $5 million yet, they're behind. Guys, social media is not real. It's fabricated. People are only showing you the things they want you to see. Go outside and look around. That's reality. It's crazy that I have to say that, but I honestly feel like there is a need for that to be said these days. Don't fall for the trap. If you feel like you're just an average person, you're gonna be fine. I promise. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? I hope this video doesn't come off as me
Facts.
just like picking on this guy, but like
not for me though. I don't really want to be average. You know what I'm saying? I want Corey Kenshin problems. But for now though, I see what you're saying.
I said, I feel like if you're gonna make a social media page kind of dedicated to being like, hey, if you don't do this, you'll never get as many ladies as I do. You kind of deserve it. I don't know. This whole thing just feels really weird, and I'm kind of sad for the guy because I know he's not gonna find like what he's looking for. He can get all the plastic surgery in the world, all the limb lengthening surgery, as many hair transplants as he can afford, but the guy was a good looking dude before he did all this. It's obviously not his looks, it's him. So, I mean, he's just gonna have spent all this money and also, like, never be able to fucking climb up a set of stairs again to do what? To have probably even worse luck with women now. So, that's kind of depressing.
I'm not gonna lie. Let me just get straight to the important stuff. Hey, bro, the dude who broke his legs, when you recover and you back on the streets, I need you to pop up with the finest 10 out of 10. I need to see what he thinks this was worth. Like, you get what I'm saying, chat? Like, I need you, yourself, the man who makes $200K and articulates himself well. I need you to come pop out with the woman that you think like, okay, damn, this girl was worth it. You get what I'm saying? And if you're like, you know, more promiscuous guy, you like, okay, you know, I didn't do it for one shorty, I did it for, you know what I'm saying? I need you to see your 10 woman roster. I need to see all 10 women and you're like, okay, these 10 women is what equated to the $200,000. I need to see his return on investment. I need to see the ROI. Because if the woman that he bags from this aren't even crazy, then I have to look at you crazy. So that's my final stance on it. Show me the shorties that you ended up getting with the surgery, and if they are genuinely some like some font, like something crazy, I'll take everything I said back. I'll be like, bro, you did the surgery and you knew what you was doing. You know what? Shout out to you. You was right. Them girls is fine as hell. But if you don't pop out with nothing, or if you pop out with straight mid, which is impossible because every woman is beautiful. But if you pop out with straight mid, then I'm going to be on some like, okay, bro, you wasted your money. Okay, that's my final stance on the topic. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure that you like, comment twice. It helps me with the algorithm. I'm going to see you in the next one. Goodbye. Peace.